Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your Daily Dose of Joy channel. Today, we're exploring a cutting-edge topic that's already shaping the future of relationships in 2024. We're talking about the powerful interplay of emotional and intellectual seduction. Wondering how these two elements are influencing modern love? Curious about how they're changing the way we connect and communicate? Well, you're in for a treat. So, buckle up as we dive deep into the future of relationships. Now, forming meaningful connections in this digital age can be as tricky as solving a Rubik's Cube. In this vast sea of digital interactions, we're all trying to find our anchor. That one person who understands us, shares our dreams and laughs at our not-so-funny jokes. But unfortunately, the journey isn't always smooth sailing. On the surface, it seems we've got it all. An array of dating apps at our fingertips offering an endless stream of potential partners. But this abundance of choice, ironically, is part of the problem. With so many options, we often find ourselves paralyzed, like a kid in a candy store, unable to make a decision. This is what psychologists call the paradox of choice. We're so afraid of making the wrong choice that we end up not making a choice at all. Then, there's the issue of authenticity. In this digital era where every picture can be filtered and every text can be revised, it's hard to know what's real and what's not. We're all presenting our best selves, but in the process, we're losing our true selves. This lack of authenticity often leads to superficial connections, devoid of any real emotional depth. And finally, there's the challenge of maintaining a connection. In an age where ghosting has become a norm and conversations last as long as a Snapchat streak, it's hard to build a lasting connection. We're all so busy swiping left and right that we often forget to invest time and effort in the connections we've already made. The digital age, with all its convenience and speed, has somehow managed to make human connections more complicated. We're more connected than ever, yet we feel more alone. We have more choices, yet we're more indecisive. We have the tools to express ourselves, yet we struggle to be authentic. So, how do we navigate this digital maze to form deeper, more meaningful connections? Enter emotional and intellectual seduction, our compass in this digital jungle. Yes, you heard that right. The compass that's guiding us towards more meaningful connections in this fast-paced digital age is a blend of emotional and intellectual seduction. But what do these terms mean exactly? Emotional seduction, in essence, is the ability to connect with others on a deep, emotional level. It's about understanding, empathizing, and resonating with another person's feelings. It's not about manipulating emotions, but about fostering genuine emotional intimacy. On the other hand, intellectual seduction is all about stimulating the mind. It's the art of engaging in meaningful conversations, challenging perspectives, and sharing ideas. It's about creating an intellectual bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Now, you might be wondering, how do these two elements foster deeper connections? Well, let's delve into that. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role here. It's the ability to understand and manage not only our own emotions but also those of others. When we are emotionally intelligent, we can identify and empathize with others' emotions, which leads to stronger emotional bonds. In the realm of emotional seduction, this is a game changer. It allows us to form deeper connections that are based on mutual understanding and empathy. On the flip side, intellectual seduction revolves around stimulating conversations. In a world where small talk is the norm, engaging in meaningful discussions feels like a breath of fresh air. Conversations that challenge us, that make us think, that introduce us to new ideas and perspectives, these are the ones that leave a lasting impression. They stimulate our minds and keep us coming back for more. When we combine emotional and intellectual seduction, we create a powerful mix. A mix that allows us to form connections that are both deep and stimulating. We are able to understand and empathize with our partners while also engaging them on an intellectual level. This interplay between emotional and intellectual seduction is what's reshaping our relationship dynamics. In 2024, we're seeing a shift towards more meaningful connections. Relationships are no longer about just physical attraction or surface-level interactions. They're about understanding, empathizing, and stimulating each other's minds. They're about forming bonds that are deep, meaningful, and intellectually engaging. But what's the real impact of these two elements on our relationships? Well, that's a question that deserves a deeper exploration. Stay tuned as we delve into that in the next scene. Well, the interplay between emotional and intellectual seduction is reshaping our relationship dynamics. As we step further into the year 2024, we're witnessing a significant shift in the way we form and foster relationships. This shift is largely influenced by the increasing importance of emotional and intellectual seduction. But what does this mean? Let's take a deeper look. In essence, emotional and intellectual seduction is about connecting with someone on a deeper level. It's about engaging in meaningful conversations, showing empathy and understanding each other's emotions. It's about stimulating each other's minds and not just focusing on physical attractiveness. This trend is leading to more authentic relationships. Instead of superficial connections based on looks or status, people are seeking partners who can connect with them on a deeper, more emotional and intellectual level. They are looking for partners who can understand their feelings, share their interests, and engage in stimulating conversations. This shift is also making relationships more intellectually satisfying. The importance of having intelligent conversations in relationships is becoming more recognized. People are realizing that having a partner who can challenge their thoughts, share insights, and stimulate their mind is not only fulfilling but also essential for a healthy relationship. It's not just about having someone to share a meal or watch a movie with. It's about having someone who can share thoughts, ideas, and perspectives, someone who can provide intellectual stimulation and emotional comfort. Moreover, this trend is encouraging people to be more genuine and transparent in their relationships. With the increasing importance of emotional and intellectual seduction, there's less room for pretense and more room for authenticity. People are encouraged to be themselves, to express their thoughts and feelings freely, and to establish genuine connections. This is a significant shift from the past when relationships were often based on superficial factors. Today, people are more interested in the depth of the connection rather than the surface-level attributes. They are more interested in who you are as a person, what you think, and how you feel. It's also worth noting that this trend is not limited to romantic relationships. It's influencing all types of relationships, from friendships to business partnerships. People are seeking deeper, more meaningful connections in all aspects of their lives. This shift towards emotional and intellectual seduction is a positive change. It's leading to more authentic, intellectually satisfying, and emotionally fulfilling relationships. It's making us more genuine, more empathetic, and more connected. So, we see a shift towards more meaningful connections, but what does this mean for you? Well, it means that in order to form and foster meaningful relationships in 2024, you need to focus not just on physical attraction, but also on emotional and intellectual seduction. You need to be genuine, show empathy, engage in stimulating conversations, and connect on a deeper level. This is the future of relationships, and it's a future that promises more authenticity, more satisfaction, and more fulfillment. So, we've explored the future of relationships, and it's quite a ride, isn't it? We've navigated the digital age, dove deep into the world of emotional and intellectual seduction, and uncovered how these elements are shaping the landscape of relationships in 2024. We've seen the challenges that individuals face in establishing meaningful connections in a world that's increasingly digital. It's clear now, more than ever, that simply swiping right or left doesn't cut it anymore. It's about making a deeper, more profound connection. We've also learned the importance of emotional intelligence and stimulating conversations in fostering these deeper connections. It's not just about common interests and physical attraction anymore. It's about understanding, empathy, and the ability to engage in intellectual discourse. And finally, we've revealed the interplay between emotional and intellectual seduction and how it's reshaping relationship dynamics and trends. It's a fascinating shift, one that promises more fulfilling, enriching relationships based on mutual respect and intellectual compatibility. So, what does this all mean for you? Well, as we move forward, it's about being open to this new paradigm shift. It's about embracing emotional intelligence, valuing stimulating conversations, and understanding the role they play in forming meaningful relationships. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos on relationship trends. Until next time, keep spreading the joy.